fuck around and find out order.
I don't know if he needs an apology. He needs Zelenskyy to recognize the position that he's in.
Which to you is what?
We're their patron. We're their best hope for the killing to stop and for them to emerge from this sovereign and prosperous. And we're also their best hope as a business partner. I mean, all Zelenskyy had to do today was put on a tie, show up, smile, say thank you, sign the papers, and have lunch. That's it. And he couldn't do that. And this followed 10 days of being difficult in private and now 1 day of being stupid in public. This did not have to go down this way.
Okay.
And however you feel about why it started, why it's going on, who's right and who's wrong, we can help them in this and come out okay on the other side, and he's making it hard.
Now, first of all,
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I actually agree with Scott. And everything that he said was basically right.
Wow.
I know, I'm going to get killed on social media for admitting that, but so be it.
Well, let's talk about the old smart guy, Scott Jennings. I'm telling you, Scott Jennings deserves his own show and podcast, man. You got to come out them CNN chains they got you in. Scott, you do really well, but reason why Scott is on CNN is the only reason why anybody's going to watch a segment or react to it. But let me get off that. Well, I wish I can add a little bit more to what Scott said, but I like how precise, how quick, and yeah, I mean, he said it. Like, he literally said it. Like, this should have been pretty easy, right? You know, this was already set up for him to come here and sign and get this war over with. But again, like I said in my last video, there's a clear line of someone who was for war and one who was for peace, okay? I don't want to hear the Trump derangement through this video, or I don't care. I've seen enough. And so many people just want Trump to fail for their own stupidity, okay? This has nothing to do with Democrat versus Republican at this particular moment and what you feel about Trump. Trump is trying to help and kill this particular war. And what was displayed on TV, again, was ridiculous. I mean, we're trying to end it. We've given these people everything, right? I mean, I shouldn't say people, but Ukraine. We've given Ukraine we're giving them everything. And Zelenskyy is still asking for more. Still asking for more. You know, this could have been pretty simple. You know, it shouldn't have happened in front of the media, right? Not that I care that the media is going to run a segment on Trump. I mean, that's going to happen every day of the week right now, right? But it just didn't need to happen that way. It did not. You know, that was a private matter. You know, and what I've heard, Joe Biden has had screaming matches with Zelenskyy, which is probably true. You know, I believe that. I believe it. But what you see here, and it's good to see a Democrat actually use their common sense for once in a while on this show with Scott Jennings. And he said, I agree. Yes, this is very simple. We don't have to make this big and bad. Whether you like the person or not, this was supposed to happen. It was supposed to be smooth, and everything was supposed to be honky-dory, right? That's what they said. It's not what happened. So Zelenskyy wants to continue this war. He will continue this war by himself. And until he humbles himself to come back around, I mean, the thing about America is that we've lost a lot of money. Europe is not giving money over to, well, Europe did give some money over to Ukraine, but not like how we're doing, right? We are literally giving out everything. We always do more here in America, and we get peanuts in return. So if Trump says, you know what, come back when you want peace, because that's what he said, come back when you want peace, I'm going to be handling other things. What do you think is next for Ukraine? How long do you think it'll be until Ukraine is done? Because from my vantage point, and again, this is just me, if you're going to continue fighting this war against Russia without U.S. support and U.S. just giving you a bunch of stuff, you're going to lose this war. Now Putin's going to take over everything. You're allowing Putin to take over everything. So I'm glad to see a Democrat, you know, use their common sense, man. Again, I mean, sometimes this does not have to be a a partisan issue and this and that. Just stick to the problem. And the problem right now is that, you know, Trump was trying to find a middle ground, but he also understands business. Trump understands that Zelenskyy doesn't have any ground to stand on. There's nothing there for Zelenskyy, y'all. And Zelenskyy knows that. He knows that. But that's why he said, basically, a tough guy. Stop being a tough guy in the press conference, because that's what tough guys do. They don't really have anything to stand on, but they want to flex their power because they feel empowered at the moment. But let me know y'all thoughts below about this, man. Like I said, I had another video I kind of went detailed in, so, you know, I don't want to say the same thing again, but, you know, this was pretty interesting to watch. I thought this was going to be smooth. I really thought, I'm like, oh, he's going to come to the White House. It's going to be all good. And when I watched this and it was live, I was like, oh, man, this is not good. And he left and he got kicked out of the White House. And when Trump said you disrespected this country and this White House, I was like, oh boy, this ain't good. This ain't good. Now, let me address a question that I've heard some people say. Do I think that Trump could have handled himself better? Sure. Sure, right? Anybody can handle themselves better. But I also believe that Trump's not an idiot. All right. I think he understands how to insert dominance when it's needed. And he was also told from Zelenskyy that the only thing that, you know, is stopping you from this war is the water, and you guys would feel it any other way. And Trump was like, no. Nah. And Trump just kind of, went off the rails on that one. But I'm not going to question his method. I'm not going to question how he handles Zelenskyy, because he understands it. At least he didn't cut him a check right after. At least he didn't cut him a check right after. Because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they were just cutting checks for Ukraine. He was just coming to collect a check, go back, fight war. But then again, this is the same guy that says he doesn't know where $100 billion of $177 billion went. So either he didn't receive it or somebody's funneling it. Or he's, you know, whatever. But let me know y'all thoughts below about this, man. Let me know what y'all think is going to happen next. Right? What do y'all think is next for this Ukraine, Russia, United States relationship? What do y'all think is next? I'll be interested to hear y'all comments. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, all right? Like I say, after every video, that this is chess, not checkers. I'm going to see y'all at work 2 times. And I'm about to do it.
You are watching a master at work.
See.
I'm about to get comfortable, I'm about to get comfortable.